Alright, just picked up my dog's poop. We're going to take a minute and sit here for some reading. I just read on my own last night another chapter. So let me start from page 60. Wait, I've already read about the story. Yeah, I already read the story about the kitchen god. But let me repeat and read it for you guys. Hold on, let me see, where is it? 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 Not this one, not this one, not this one. I think it was on page 61. No? Oh, yeah. I'll start from here. Well, this we call kitchen god. To my way of thinking, he was not too important. Not like Buddha, not like Guan Yin, goddess of mercy, not that high level, not even the same level as the money god. Maybe he was like a store manager, important, but still many bosses above him. Phil chuckles at my mother's Americanized explanation of the hierarchy of Chinese deities. I wonder if that's how she really thinks of them, or if she's used this metaphor for our benefit. What's a kitchen god? Says Tessa. Can I have one? He's only a story, answers my mother. A story? Exclaims Cleo. I want one. My mother's face brightens. She pats Cleo's head. You want another story from Habu? Last night you did not get enough stories? When we get home, Phil says to Cleo, Habu is too tired to tell you a story now. But my mother acts as if she has not heard Phil's excuses. It is a very simple story, she says to Cleo in a soothing voice. How he became kitchen god. It is this way. And as my mother begins, I'm struck by a familiar feeling, as if I am Cleo, again 3 years old, still eager to believe everything my mother has to say. In China, a long time ago, I hear my mother say, there was a rich farmer named Zhang, such a lucky man. Fish jumped in his river, pigs grazed his land, ducks flew around his yard as thick as clouds. And that was because he was blessed with a hard-working wife named Guo. She caught this fish and herded his pigs. She fattened his ducks, doubled all his riches, year after year. Zhang had everything he could ask for, from the water, the earth, and the heavens above. But Zhang was not satisfied. He wanted to play with a pretty, carefree woman named Lady Li. One day, he brought this pretty woman home to his house, made his good wife cook for her. When Lady Li later chased his wife out of the house, Zhang did not run out and call to her, Come back, my good wife, come back. Now, he and Lady Li were free to swim in each other's arms. They threw money away like dirty water. They slaughtered ducks just to eat a plate of their tongues. And in 2 years' time, all of Zhang's land was empty, and so was his heart. His money was gone, and so was pretty Lady Li, run off with another man. Zhang became a beggar, so poor he wore more patches than whole clothes on his pants. He crawled from the gate of one household to another, crying, Give me your moldy grain. One day, he fell over and faded the sky, ready to die. He fainted, dreaming of eating the winter clouds blowing above him. When he opened his eyes again, he found the clouds had turned to smoke. At first, He was afraid he had fallen down into a place far below the earth, but when he sat up, he saw he was in a kitchen, near a warm fireplace. The girl tending the fire explained that the lady of the house had taken pity on him. She always did this, with all kinds of people, poor or old, sick or in trouble. "What a good lady!" cried John. "Where is she, so I can thank her?" The girl pointed to the window, and the man saw a woman walking up the path. "Aya, that lady was none other than his good wife Guo." John began leaping about the kitchen looking for some place to hide, then jumped into the kitchen fireplace just as his wife walked into the room. Good wife Guo poured out many tears to try to put the fire out. No use. John was burning with shame and, of course, because of the hot, roaring fire below. She watched her husband's ashes fly up to heaven in 3 puffs of smoke. Wow! In heaven, the Jade Emperor heard the whole story from his new arrival. "For having the courage to admit you were wrong," the Emperor declared, "I make you kitchen god, watching over everyone's behavior. Every year, you let me know who deserves good luck, who deserves bad." From then on, people in China knew Kitchen God was watching them. From his corner in every house and every shop, he saw all kinds of good and bad habits spill out. Generosity or greediness, a harmless nature or a complaining one. And once a year, 7 days before the new year, Kitchen God flew back up the fireplace to report whose fate deserved to be changed, better for worse, or worse for the better. The end. Shouts clear, completely satisfied. "Sounds like Santa Claus," says Phil cheerfully. "Huh." My mother huffs in a tone that implies Phil is stupid beyond words. "He is not Santa Claus. More like a spy, FBI agent, CIA, mafia, worse than IRS, that kind of person. And he does not give you gifts. You give him things. All year long you have to show him respect, give him tea and oranges. When Chinese New Year's time comes, you must give him even better things. Maybe whiskey to drink, cigarettes to smoke, candy to eat, that kind of thing. You are hoping all the time his tongue will be sweet, his head a little drunk, so when he has his meeting with the big boss, maybe he reports good things about you. This family has been good, you hope he says. Please give them good luck next year." "Well, that's a pretty inexpensive way to get some luck," I say. "Cheaper than the lottery." "No," my mother exclaims, and startles us all. "You never know. Sometimes he's in a bad mood. Sometimes he says, 'I don't like this family. Give them bad luck.' Then you are in trouble. Nothing you can do about it. Why should I want that kind of person to judge me, a man who cheated his wife? His wife was the good one, not him. Then why did Grand Auntie keep him?" I ask her. My mother frowns, considering this. "It is this way, I think. Once you get started, you are afraid to stop." Grand Auntie worshipped him since she was a little girl. Her family started it many generations before, in China. "Great," says Phil. "So now she passes along this curse to us. Thanks, Grand Auntie, but no thanks." He looks at his watch and I can tell he's impatient to go. "It was Grand Auntie's gift to you," my mother says to me in a mournful voice. How could she know this was not so good? She only wanted to leave you something good, her best things. "Maybe the girls can use the altar as a dollhouse," I suggest. Tessa nods. Cleo follows suit. My mother stares at the altar, not saying anything. "I'm thinking about it this way," she finally announces, her mouth set in an expression of thoughtfulness. "You take this altar. I can find you another kind of lucky god to put inside, not this one." She removes the picture of the kitchen god. "This one, I take it. Grand Auntie will understand. This kind of luck you don't want, then you don't have to worry." "Deal," Phil says right away. "Let's pack them up." But now I'm worried. "Are you sure?" I ask my mother. She's already stuffing the plastic candlesticks into a used paper bag. I'm not exactly superstitious. I've always been the kind who hates getting chain letters. Mary used to send them to me all the time. And while I never sent the duplicate letters out as instructed, I never threw the originals away either. Phil is carrying the altar. Tessa has the bag of candlesticks. My mother has taken Cleo back upstairs to find a plastic neon bracelet she left in the bathroom. And now my mother comes back with Cleo and hands me a heavy grocery sack, the usual care package, what feels like oranges and Chinese candy, that sort of thing. Grant Auntie's tea, I gave you some. My mother says, don't need to use too much, just keep adding water, the flavor always come back. 15 minutes after leaving my mother's home, the girls fall asleep. Phil has chosen to take the 280 freeway, which has less traffic and longer stretches between speed traps. We're still 35 miles from home. We're not really keeping that altar thing? Phil says. It is more a statement than a question. Huh, it sure is ugly, he adds, although I suppose we could let the girls play with it for a while until they get tired of it. I look out the car window, thinking about my mother. What kind of good luck God she will get from me. We rush past freeway signs and Sunday drivers in the slow lane. I look at the speed monitor, speedometer. We are going nearly 80 miles an hour. What's the rush? I say. Phil slows down, then asks, do we have anything to snack on? And now I remember the care package my mother gave us. It is stowed at my feet. I look in the back. Inside are a few tangerines, a roll of toilet paper, a canister of Grand Auntie's tea, and the picture of my father that I accidentally knocked over last month. The glass has been replaced. I quickly hand Phil a tangerine, then turn back toward the window so he does not see my tears. I watch the landscape we are drifting by, the reservoir, the rolling foothills, the same houses I've passed 100 times without ever wondering who lives inside. Mile after mile, all of it familiar, yet not. This distance that separates us, me from my mother. Wow. I just keep loving this story more and more. I'll read more later, just quietly. I mean, not quietly. I tend to read them aloud, even I'm not recording it. Anyway, thanks for reading, and thank you to Amy Tan for writing this book, The Kitchen God's Wife.